Did you know that there are 210,000 family caregivers in New Mexico? Did you know that there will be more than 61,000 caregivers working for pay by 2016 in New Mexico? Did you know that people who care for the most vulnerable in our society make only $9 to $12 per hour? They do in fact make on average $15 an hour when they work for themselves or as members of a co-op. Did you know that until last fall, caregivers were considered equivalent to babysitters? That they were exempt from federal minimum wage and overtime protection? Did you know that caregivers often don't have the training they really need to do the best possible job? Or if training is provided, they often must pay for it themselves?
Hello, I'm State Senator Michael Padilla. I represent the southwest quadrant of Bernalillo County. I represent some of the most historical and picturesque areas in our state, including the South Valley, the Southwest Mesa, Los Padillas, Pajarito, Adobe Acres, Valley Gardens, Westgate, South Broadway, San Jose. It's important to note that in our communities, we've been here for so long that we have a lot of citizens in our area that are aging, and it's important that we provide them with the highest quality home health care. The New Mexico Direct Caregivers Coalition seeks to work with the state legislature to ensure that we have training and quality services for those individuals. I come from a home where my grandparents raised me, and they taught me some of the best traditions and some of the best history here in New Mexico. I want to make sure that they're cared for just like anybody else that would be in a professional home services organization. Today, we have about 210,000 New Mexicans that provide services in New Mexico homes. I think it's very important that we work with the New Mexico Direct Caregivers Coalition to make sure that we have legislation that requires training and quality services by those providers.
The New Mexico Direct Caregivers Coalition is a statewide organization that was created to promote the voice of family and professional caregivers and those they serve. The coalition advocates for caregivers' education, training, benefits, wages, and professional development so that they may better serve those who are elderly and those with disabilities. The coalition travels throughout the state conducting Listening to Caregivers sessions in which we seek to hear and learn from caregivers. The coalition administers nationally recognized credential that measures 8 core competency areas that every caregiver should know. The coalition also connects caregivers to online instruction at no cost. The coalition hosts a job matching registry where caregivers can post skills so that agencies and care recipients can find them in their own communities. And the coalition can help caregivers and recipients obtain a background check. Today, the coalition reaches 7,500 individuals and agencies in New Mexico, advocating for caregivers and those they serve, providing training and supporting caregivers in leadership, development, and advocacy.
I'm also a business owner here in New Mexico. I built a business from scratch. We've provided over 3,000 great high-quality jobs for New Mexicans. One of the most important things that we can do for our employees in my company is to provide them with training, not just when they come to work for us, but ongoing training to make sure that they have the latest and greatest information with regard to processes, technology, and how to deal with people. Well, that's transferable into the direct home caregivers type of work here in New Mexico. And if we can provide those individuals that provide those services with ongoing training and quality services, then we're going to be doing ourselves a big favor. I hope you'll join me in supporting the New Mexico Direct Caregivers Coalition and the work that they're doing to make sure that our individuals in our homes are receiving the highest quality care.
Join New Mexico's movement to improve work-related issues for caregivers and for better supporting family caregivers with training, education, and support networks. We need every New Mexican to help.